And they might say things like, it's not fair, you cheated. So when we start to look at some of these things and put it together, this child might have a theory of the world that in order to get their needs met, they must win, or they must prove themselves, or somebody else must lose. It's just when it becomes out of balance, when it becomes the problem. And it's where we put our focus. That's sort of how these theories of the world get developed. And sometimes we're not even aware that that's what we're doing. The best thing to do at first is to really uncover what their theory of the world is and really know what that core belief is, so that you can speak to that rather than speaking to whatever's coming up on the surface. In some ways, it becomes more obvious and more natural when we have the lens of the child to respond to the perception rather than just responding to the behavior.
We really have to get away from this superficial positivity that you mentioned, and instead of like, you know, glorifying or just kind of putting a blanket over, you're amazing and you're so great, we can really start to just accept and validate, as you said, who the child is.
We go through this validation phase where the parent just validates the child's perspective, because human nature is we don't want to listen to somebody else's perspective until we feel heard.